Hello everyone, and welcome to this, a brand new What If Roundtable. The real What If is of friends we made along the way. I'm MasakoX, and joining me as always is my trusty sidekick, Haverock.
Hello, I am the Slavic voice inside your head.
and part-time bug shaman.
Yep.
But yeah, welcome to the What If Roundtable. This is a place where you can get your What If Dragon Ball ideas down on paper, as well as help support the channel, and it's all very much appreciated, whatever you can contribute. And basically, we are just here to provide you some entertainment, and you can get your ideas across to us, and again, supporting the channel. We have our moderators available and on standby, as well as Haverock, who can check out what's going on in regards to what people who cannot do super chat. So whoever you are, if you're here, welcome, and you we are watching what is being said, for good and for worse. Kirby163 Bug Shaman is the Graspov Mucor from Revelation F.
Yeah.
That's Hav's
and yeah, last episode has closed caption, guys, if you have problems understanding the Graspo. And I may try to do something with them being more, comprehensible. But it's kind of their point. It's like, in Star Wars, you don't understand Chewie and R2 despite them having actual lines in the script. So
yeah, no, exactly. So we do pay that attention, and we are learning from it. So
yeah,
absolutely. But do let me know in the chat if this is your first time here on these live streams. We are always glad to find new patrons who are here. We hope to entertain you, and we hope that you have some very riveting ideas going forward. And I must say, especially, the full story what ifs, I managed to tweak it and stuff like that, and it's just, everything's going great. More people are coming to the channel, more people are finding out the legendary story that is the Deathcraft Circle story. It's fantastic. Zamasu turned good. Oh, wow, okay, we got Lucian Carter VO, first time on the live stream. Kumo Noir, and Ashton Frost Diamond. These are all your first times here? Well, I hope you have a good time. Oh, Yuho Paparyarvi? Oh, yeah, cool. Now, my nephews are actually half Finnish, so that's cool. And sure enough, they do play ice hockey. They do play ice hockey, and they're actually pretty good at it. Yeah, they play for their local under 11s. But yeah.
Nice.
Nice try, Bedronius. Okay. And Old Dogmaster, welcome to you too. And Alex Hamill. And, okay. Let's get things rolling with Bedronius' first one. This is a premise for a Revelation F episode. The gang gets sucked into a cyber planet where everything is VR, and they have to deal with a generic anime high school scenario. Oh.
Funny you mentioned that. Maybe not anime high school, but we've been talking about premise like that a little bit. Maybe not with high school, but like we have the story planned for 4 seasons pretty much. Right now we are just cutting them into segments and we are in the process of adding B plots. Really.
Yeah, basically we are going to make use of the holodeck very well.
Yeah.
And the old Star Trek trope that you need to have at least, you have to have a Shakespearean setting or a 1940s detective private eye setting.
Or Western setting.
Or Western setting, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Bedronius again. During the Cell games, when Goku did his instant Kamehameha, why didn't they just blow up the planet up and have the Namekians on New Namek wish them back? I mean, yeah. I mean, that logically is true, but it wouldn't have been a very compelling story. It would have just been like Morty going like, really? You put people through several thousands of degrees of burning planet just to have an inconvenience sorted? Oh, yeah, kinda. All right, fair enough. But it is kind of true.
It is true, but the thing is, like, you must understand, like, Z fighters are supposed to be the good guys, and even if death is reversible, it's kind of morally dubious if if that would classify as them still being pure-hearted, because remember, like, pure-heartedness in terms of how many you know how many stuff Goku is allowed to do post-mortem is a pretty important factor later on.
Yeah. No, that is very true. But I hope that answered your question. Revelation F. Oh, joining us with another one. Revelation F/Disney scene. Chilai. Okay, Yamcha. We'll need a distraction to get past these guys. And make it a good one. What? What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula? Huh. And...
I know the Polish version of this little song, but I don't remember the original one.
It's like, oh, are you aching? And it's a it's a big yep. And then Kit's like, yep.
I mean, it's tempting.
It'd be tempting just to have the Yamcha just do the line, and like, and then just he goes, because I'm not, because I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
And then here's another one, Frieza sipping some wine. Actually, I have some water, so I'll hydrate. So you actually get some actual sound effects. The simple things of life are truly the best. Hey, Captain, some purple guys outside. Almost does a spit take before looks at the bottle of year. Oh, Dearest just shows up. Oh, I'm tempted, but honestly, we want to kind of keep Revelation F in its own little microcosm, quite frankly. Like, we'll include some things from the actual Dragon World, but for the most part, we want to make it its own thing.
Yeah, like Beers gets a mention here and there, but he's deep in sleep.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, exactly. He exists, but he's not going to be involved in this story.
Yeah.
Oh, Vamp, will Sophie be returned? Yes. In the next couple of months, her schedule will be a little bit more convenient, so that means she may be able to join us more on the live streams. It's just at the moment she works as a bus driver, so she's obviously doing the school run. So unfortunately, she's not here being a total nerd. So alas, she's got to take kids from school.
He's being Miss Frizzle.
Yeah, exactly. Sam Hennis, what if Future Trunks freed Elder Kai in his timeline and had his potential unlocked like Gohan did? Well, I mean, there's easily enough potential to say that actually happened in the Super timeline. But if he did, and we had Ultimate Trunks, I mean, we don't really know his full potential. I mean, it's kind of a little bit like he sort of peaked at Super Saiyan 2. Like, after that, he didn't really get anything else. So I guess maybe it might have helped him against Goku Black a little more to make it a bit more equal, instead of it being a bit one-sided. So...
I mean, he might not be, surprised that much by Black and have... Because, like, the moment to beat Black would be at the very beginning, when Black isn't that well acknowledged with usage of Goku's body, really.
Yeah, exactly. PandaWalk 301. Dragon Wars, Darth Kakarot.
You have failed me for the last time. The muffins you made have grapes in them. Now my breath tastes like grape.
There you go. PandaWalk 301. Joke what if? What if Spike the Devilman's the main hero?
I mean, I'm tempted to do something with Spike, but I need to like for sure. I want a timeline when Spike joins the team, and to give limitation on his power and make him like look again at how his powers works, because like if they work as he said, he would be great asset against at least Cell and Boo.
Yes, exactly. Okay, the next one is Hannah Rowan celebrating 29 months as a member. What if Venom... Yeah, congrats. What if Venom existed in Dragon Ball? Who could be his host?
Vegeta.
Yeah, or Vegeta. Oh, yeah. I think Vegeta would be a really good host. And you have the wise guy, like, characteristics, and Venom's, like, sass and stuff like that. I really need to see the next movie.
I
mean,
like it. It's nothing too special, but it's
fun.
okay. It's fun.
I mean, the banter, quite frankly, the banter in the first movie saved the first movie.
Yeah.
It did. And
to me, I think Woody Harrelson is a great actor. To me, he was a little bit too old for Cletus. Like, there are so many younger, less known actors that could, take the part. That's my biggest problem with that movie. That I love Woody Harrelson, but I think
well, I mean, if that's the worst thing that you can come up with,
and it's short. It's pretty short.
yeah, it's fine. It's non-threatening. Panda Walk. Joke. What if? What if Cell's weak to insect-eating animals, or like anteaters? Oh, basically, you have like this giant fighter who's a giant anteater. It's like, no, get him away from me! No, I'm the one that does the drinking. Yeah, you have Cell's tail versus an anteater's snout.
Turtle could beat him because Turtle.
Turtle, because he's 999 years old. He don't give a cluck. Exactly. Put him against Turtle. There you go. Panda Walk 301. Another joke. What if? What if Frieza's weak to high temperatures? Oh, I'm melting. Oh, what a world. And then Vegeta, ding dong, the Frieza's dead. Which old Frieza? The wicked Frieza. There you go. Again, fun fact, the reason why Goku says Frieza, as in freezer, is because Kaiser was being a teensy little bit stereotypical about my accent. Yes, I have a British accent.
Also fun fact. Actually, it's Freezer or Fraser in Polish version, like
Freza.
Fraser, yeah.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, close to the big Gettister.
Yeah, read as Freezer. I think he was Freezer in French version, and like we got it from here.
Okay.
So he was Fraser. So for us, the joke Freezer was less funny because this is how he was called in our version.
Mm. Well, and obviously in Polish, the word for a freezer is not that, so the joke
Of course.
is lost. Yes. Panda Walk again. Oh no, it's Vandalia. What if Chi-Chi trained Iron Bulma, Revelation F, Cell turned good, Babidi turned good, Nappa and Raditz turned good, Saiyan Krillin, early Gohan, Super Saiyan, Hercules trained all in the Tournament of Power? That'd be a pretty boss lineup. Like, that'd be a pretty boss lineup, and you basically would just win. You just have to... You would basically wind up that team winning, because they're all pretty much at their peak, really. And speaking of Saiyan Krillin, I've written parts 13 and 14 will be out within a couple of weeks of each other. And part 14, ooh, that's a doozy. But not so much if you like Android 16. That's all I'll say. Saint Fisto. What if Goku knew how Grandpa Gohan passed away at the beginning of Dragon Ball? Oh man, if that happened, I think Goku would probably not be able to forgive himself that he was responsible for it.
He would be a more solitary type and like didn't want to attach to everyone, especially around full moons. I believe.
Because he'd fear that he would do the same thing again.
Yeah,
exactly. So pretty much that he wouldn't have a great time with it. Bandwalk. What if the Saiyan Cerulean Granola shows the bounty puck? I can bring... Oh, yes. I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. Yes, from the series The Book of the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I have to admit, that episode was cool, but I'm thinking, oh, come on. This is just promoting season 3.
I mean, yeah, like again, have you watched the newest one?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
But I feel like it's just.
I'm not going to say anything. Again, like it's cool, but like I'm here for Boba, man.
I mean, honestly, the the scene on Tatooine with Mando and stuff like that. That was a cool scene. That's the thing. I like these two series because they actually get down to details, and it feels the world as a functioning
world
world.
building is stellar, and it's a nice mix of stuff from the new canon and legends. Like they know how to use both words, but to not spoil people too much.
Yeah.
We have some plans for Granola, and like I feel that Granola is the most interesting when he's a bounty hunter, not the strongest in the universe.
Yeah.
So expect some appearances in some shape or form of bounty hunter Granola.
And based on our previous roundtable discussions, he will end up having an Australian accent.
Yeah.
And obviously from an Australian actor, obviously.
Obviously, not like.
I mean, honestly, the one thing I would really like to get, if I could get Joey the Anime Man to do it, that'd be a dream casting. Just get Joey. Because like I watch Abroad in Japan, I watch Sea Dog Connor. That's the thing. When he was living in the UK, Connor and I would just bump into like conventions all the time. So yeah, that was always really cool. Yeah. Hey guys, if you're subscribed to the Anime Man, just say that I want to hook up. Yeah, I want to like hook up stuff. Got some work for him. I got some work. Okay. Next one is let's see. Next one is joke. What if again from Pandawok? What if Cell accidentally absorbs Krillin?
There was in one of the games. What was one of the? Was it one of the Tenkaichis that it was his nightmare because he turned into?
Oh, it was the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first Budokai game.
Budokai, yeah. So
just go watch that one pretty much, and then you'll be getting.
But to be fair, like this is just his nightmare, and to be quite honest, I don't think he would change form. He would just eat him. Like at this point. Like he didn't suddenly change in one of the East City Westmen, when he absorbed them. Like, if something is not compatible and meant to trigger a transformation, he would just get this character strength.
Yeah, basically.
Because it's not like you get minus points from absorbing Krillin, because Krillin is not weak.
No. Exactly, the biomass in there.
And B, like he's not meant to trigger anything special himself.
Well, yeah, exactly. Okay. Sam Hennis. What if Boo's an actual genie that granted wishes, but the wishes he grants always backfire on his masters? Barbady's wishes end in his own demise, and Hercule wishes for Boo's freedom, freeing evil Boo. Oh man, dysfunctional genie. Like, I mean, to be honest, that would be another good classic subversion of the Toriyama trope. You know, oh yeah, Boo's a genie, but he's not a very good one. Like, he has the magical powers and stuff like that, and they work fine. But if you want him to be like a legit genie, he's terrible. He sucks at it.
This kind of, this version of book kind of works with modern retelling. Like, if somebody wanted to make a live action version of something, I can imagine, or modern retelling. Yeah. I imagine this being the thing. Like this feels plausible enough.
I think so. Ivan Hunter. What if Gohan trained with Whis? I think he'd be an attentive student, but I think that Whis would say that his mind's fully not on the prize. Like, he would say, look, I know this is not what you really want to do right now. Like, this is not what you really want to do. Are you just here to make up the numbers, or basically your father told you to come here? So I think they'd have to have a confrontation in some way, and just realize that, this isn't really for him. But Gohan would still give it a try.
But again, like, if you think about it, like, if Vegeta is on the path of God, Goku is on the path of the Angel. Like, Gohan was first, and he's on the path of the Kais, really. If you look at this, and like all three of those forces, like the ultimate form, the ultra ego, and ultra instinct, are like the whole triad is now complete.
Yeah. Saint Fisto. What if Cell never learned instant transmission? Well, if he didn't, and he was stuck in around the remains of King Kai's planet, he'd have to find a way to get back to Earth. But I don't know whether he could.
That's the thing. Like, I think maybe his sample came from Goku before the Adrotrian training? Question mark.
Yeah, oh yeah, it did. But he had instant transmission after he blew up after King Kai's plan. So somehow he actually gained the power. I don't know how, but he just did. But if he never did, then it would our heroes would have a little bit more time to give Gohan a senzu bean.
Yeah, I have a weird idea why he did it. Maybe like it was, maybe he somehow absorbed the remains of Goku's genetic material, because if this explosion didn't vaporize his DNA, like maybe his boost was not only because to his Zenkai, but also because there were parts of Goku and King Kai laying around.
He just I got it from eating bits of Goku.
I mean, again, it's like searching for logic when there isn't one really. It's
you just gotta sort of come up with something. Yeah.
But if I had to explain it somehow, that's how I would do it.
Yeah.
Because somehow Cell can get your techniques from your cells. Don't ask how. He just
does. He just does.
It is how he rolls.
Vandalia. What if Goku took everyone to Yardrat to train for the androids during the 3-year time skip? I mean, honestly, they just body everybody, really. Like
19 and 20, yes. Not sure about 17 and 8.
I think they give it a damn good go. Like they would be that would be a challenge. And against so Piccolo versus 17, Piccolo would have the advantage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Piccolo, yes, but like Cell would still be too much.
Imperfect Cell, if they were able to suss him out quickly, yes, but they didn't.
Perfect,
so Dion Plummer, what if Fem Goku revived Raditz for the Super Saiyan God ritual? Oh, that's a really good idea. I might consider that. Consider that just to change things up a bit.
Yeah,
just you bring back Raditz.
Those late revival characters, like, it worked up for Vegeta in Nappa.
It did indeed. Saint Fisto, just a little thought experiment. What if Dragon Ball was made in the 60s? Oh man, it'd be very trippy, that's for sure. Bulma would be where, honestly, she'd be an engineer. She probably, I don't think much in the basics would change. There'd just be more casual sexism, basically. I mean, it was already kind of there in the A2s, but there'd just be
a lot of slapping more slapping in the face.
Oh yes, of course. There'd be a little bit more physical violence in some way, as in like derogatory violence, mindless. That's it. It wouldn't age well. I mean, Sailor 11. No shoulder pads. No, the dress sense would be very much 60s.
Yeah.
Dion Plummer. What if Boxer met Kit from Revelation F alternate timeline? I mean, they get on like a house on fire because they're good engineers. I think they pretty much just talk shop, basically.
Yeah.
They'd be fine. He'd make a good apprentice. Well, I would certainly think so. Sailor. My pipe dream. Oolong and Poir's chaotic neutral sensei. You want to leave and abduct girls? But your lessons... Oh, alright. Antagonist, non-villain. Nice. Smash Ultra. I really miss the nostalgia from the 2000s and 90s, so I want to tell you something. What if there's a Powerpuff Girls video game about them growing up and played like Kakarot and Spider-Man on PS4? That's a bit of a twist, but yeah. I mean, the Powerpuff Girls, become the Powerpuff Gals. Yeah, when they're older. I mean, honestly, that'd be kind of cool. You don't get the 2016 version where it's complete hot and utter garbage and completely goes against every single thing that Craig McCracken tried to do and go for. Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a cool idea just to see them all grown up. I mean, Rugrats tried to do that and kind of failed, but they gave it a go.
And like not like the failed mess of what CW was trying to do with that treatment.
Ugh, yeah. All right, Podo. Will all the past roundtables be put up on the podcast platforms, or are they all lost forever? I think probably what we'll do is that going forward, we'll put them on the podcast platforms, but the previous ones probably I will not get around to, because otherwise the organization and the ordering probably will get a bit confusing. But going forward, these will all be archived. By the way, that's a very good prompt. We do not list the videos here, but if you'd like to keep an eye on what's been said, or if you want to listen back, you can go to, if you search Up on the Lookout on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, it'll be up there within the next couple of days. So you can that's where you can get it. And that's where you can also listen to our podcasts and Revelation F when that comes out.
We could leave a prompt on the, on the table side.
Yes,
so
exactly.
People know.
Exactly. Podo, how do you think the Android saga had been written if Toriyama's editor had liked 19 and 20? After all, they were the villains of the arc originally.
I think both will have some transformations.
Yeah, you need to have a transformation because they were off relatively quickly. Like 19, nothing. Jiro probably would have not been much stronger, so they would have had to have something. They would have had to have something else going for them.
You know what I think? What Jiro would have probably.
What?
He would have a more classic Spider-Man Vulture's power, which is like he would drain youth from other fighters, and he would become younger and younger.
Oh,
kind of like Moro.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, like just upping the ante in terms of that kind of power. Nice.
And he would be able to able not only to drain energy, but also to get the more he drains Saiyan energy, the more Saiyan would he become.
Yeah.
Like he would kind of like Cell, but like true energy drain.
Yeah.
Like he could use the energy
like
to boost
literal
his
life
body.
essence. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Old Dogmaster, this is your first super chat. Welcome and thank you. What if Earth Raditz ended Vegeta and Frieza? Oh, I like Earth Center Raditz. I don't really know how they would train, but I have written part 10, and there is a resolution. There has been something that has been sorted out, so that chestnut's been sorted. But in part 9, I'm very happy about that. You'll see it in about a couple of weeks, but we've managed to ingratiate something that we actually made up in a Build a Baddie series. So we've included that, but you'll have to wait and see for which.
By the way, new Build a Baddie written and
characters designed for it, and you'll see that in about. Ooh, let me see. I mean, check the calendar. You will see that in March. Yeah, we are quite a ways ahead, but you will see it, and it looks very nice. J Feather 130. What if Gotenks beat Majin Buu? Would Goten and Trunks play a bigger part in Super and Beyond? Yes. I mean, of course they would, because they actually showed they can do the job. And if they were able to defeat Majin Buu in the time that they had, they would show their resourcefulness and their maturity. Vegeta and Goku would certainly have a lot more faith in training them. And they would actually be able to ingratiate themselves and take them and be taken seriously. That's always something that we need to have.
Especially like the biggest problem of the trend of those two characters is that these are the two kid characters that actually want to fight.
And yeah, Zekon, Goku would never be brought back because at that point Goku would stay dead. Yeah, that too. So they would definitely have to be part of the team. Podo, are the grass mobs a closed race or are OCs allowed? Yeah, sure. We're not going to be going, this is our species, ours. No one else can make characters. Well, of course you can. Just the parameters is that there are only hunters. They are you can have hunters and sort of clerics and shamans basically. Like Taurens.
And they are born of one single queen, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, if you want to think of something, think Tauren from World of Warcraft. Like you can have shamans, you can have hunters, warriors, etc. But they're primarily, hunters.
Yeah, predators.
Predatory,
like Yeah.
Exactly. Hopefully that gives you just some parameters. Podo again. What if Jiren had been the one to fight Goku at the Tournament of Power preliminaries like it was originally planned before he took... Yeah! I remember that. Do you remember that, Hav? Like in the previews, it was originally meant to be Jiren. but they changed
Yeah, it
it.
seemed like I feel it was like a miscommunication, and maybe Toriyama was like saw that and was like, nope, like I don't want Jiren to show
I don't want
his...
Jiren to show up yet.
Yeah.
Yo, oh yeah, I remember that. That was such a glaring change.
Yeah.
Like, who remembers that? Who remembers that? Yeah, in the preview for the next episode,
Yeah.
or like a preview for for the actual arc, it was Jiren in the cloak and cowl, and then eventually when we got to the next episode preview, it was Toppo.
Yeah.
I'll Kirby
Again,
remembers, yeah.
again, after rereading the manga TOP and like suffering through the bad parts and remembering that there were some good parts, I really hope that we'll get to see some good guy Jiren in some shape or form, because
Acting like a superhero, yeah.
Yeah, because I think that the like, aside from his backstory, because hey, like a lot of Dragon Ball characters doesn't have that good of a backstory anyway.
Yeah.
But I feel that the biggest problem of Jiren is that he doesn't really work as a bad guy. In manga,
really.
in those segments when he gets to be a good guy, he's okay. He's okay. So I hope we'll get to see him as, you know, as a more heroic type in the future.
Yeah. No, hopefully. Definitely hope so for some of that.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is Old Dogmaster. Will 21 play a role in the Bulma What If since Shiro's dead? Oh, in the Bulma, I Am Bulma. Little bit too early to say about that. Because we are still in the Z portion of it. So we haven't got to that bit, but I will take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Game Dude.
Remember that for every appearance of 21, we kind of like to change her around. So don't.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to kind of change it up a bit, so it's not just the same old thing. Game Dude says, to be fair, we shouldn't need to watch subtitles for an audio drama. Yeah, Game Dude, I appreciate you doing the super chat for that, but that's just there for the consideration of like when you're listening to it audio only, you can hear what's being said.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do add the subtitles in there for people who are watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
But again, we are tweaking the Grasper voice and we'll make it more audible over time.
If you think about it, it will be addressed in the story, so don't worry.
Yeah, it will be. So don't worry. You will, all in good time, it will be sorted.
Yep.
Okay, Rexy BCQ. What if Poir had Saiyan fighting potential or was a Z fighter? You sort of get that in What If Gohan was a legendary Super Saiyan, actually, because he does actually... We make use of his transfiguration powers.
Yeah.
And he has had a little bit of training. So,
yeah.
Poir could be a really wily and very useful person to have on the battlefield with you. Yeah, it could easily, mess with people. Edgar Castro. What if Goku was recruited by the Galactic Patrol after the Namek arc? I mean, to be fair, he at that point, he would have been stronger than most people, and his antics at Yardrat probably would have caught the attention of people from the Galactic Patrol. You know, because remember, the Yardratians had a self-imposed exile. Like, they vowed to never leave their planet to make sure that their secrets were never taken away from them, or that would be used against them. So you could easily have, like, a patroller just scouting around to make sure they didn't try it. So if they did, then Goku would explain that he got rid of Frieza, and then
I think it's more like of a spiritual, like almost religious thing.
Oh yeah, of course.
But like he could came across he's not very good at piloting a starship, so he could be caught by a space, by them giving him a speeding ticket and realizing who he is, because space rumors are pretty,
gossip travels fast in space.
Yes, space gossip, and they can be the ones who make him realize that Frieza has survived.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? That's a pretty cool idea. Like, what if Goku joined the Galactic Patrol? That could be interesting.
Sophia Marks, first time here. I'm so excited. Oh, welcome, Sophia. Hope you have a good time. Any thoughts or headcanons on Vegeta's mother? Do you think Vegeta and Tubble possibly had different mothers? Possibly.
Possibly.
And if you watch our What If Bardock Had Survived, What If, the full story, we actually do have Vegeta's mother in there. We call her cassava.
Yeah.
Like after it's a tuber, like a potatoy type of thing. So you can check that out, and we do have designs for her in that What If.
The other idea is that like with Vegeta being the only chauvinistic Saiyan, and like that maybe just that the royal consort doesn't really matter because only king matter and like they were only used for DNA purposes.
Yeah.
That was the other idea. It's either it's like we created cassava. The other option that we are thinking about is that like she didn't really matter that much for Vegeta. Like she was some kind of super, like Saiyan elite or something that just got the honor of being Vegeta's mother. Although I think that if Vegeta was a girl, he would she would also be acknowledged. It just if she had to have a child in this version, like her consort would also be insignificant.
Yeah.
It's not king and queen. It's just king or queen, and they just have consorts.
Exactly. If you want to see What If Vegeta was female, you gotta subscribe, and you've also got to make sure that because we got to get to 750,000 subscribers. Yeah. We're about, let's see, 249,000 subscribers to go.
Yeah.
Oh no, 230. I can count. 229,000. There you go. So we need to find just under 250,000 people, and then we can have it.
No problem.
Yeah, please don't use bots though.
No, don't use bots.
Dialorcus. So kind of a crazy one. What if the Z-Sword was actually a legendary super weapon? No old Kai, but actually an unbreakable sword that boosts power or maybe something crazy. I mean, honestly, if you had something called the Z... It's not that crazy, actually. If you had the Z-Sword and it was an actual sword and it's called the Z-Sword, that would make sense for Dragon Ball Z. It was all leading up to the legendary Z-Sword. It basically... It's like the sword from Thundercats. Yeah, it blesses you with ultimate power. So Gohan wields the Z-Sword. By the power of the Supreme Kai, he has the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the power.
Exactly. And
Go, man.
And like his steed, it's Icarus.
And he changes into an old man.
Yeah. Who be it?
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Is it the legendary old man?
Yeah, Krillin would be his man-at-arms.
I mean, it would be funny if, like, the Z-Sword we see in Z, like, it's only thought to be a Z-Sword, and the real Z-Sword is still around, like, they had a wrong artifact, which could happen. Like, it's something that it could happen, like, when it is revealed that it wasn't the actual Z-Sword, and it's somewhere.
Beerus just thought it was, and just did it because it was the nearest object to him to put, the Elder Kai in there.
Oh, Beerus could as well, like, spread the rumor that it is a Z-Sword.
Oh, true. That is very
true. So nobody would dare to try and break it.
Yeah.
Because it's indestructible, so why bother?
Oh, Tapion's sword. Sailor said that. Oh, Tapion's sword was the Z-Sword. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. That would work. Yeah.
The Given Knight 77. Hello, it's your first time here. Well, welcome. Thank you. First, I do want to pose a question. What if Dr. Gero turned good? Considering the fact that death is irrelevant, his son could be revived as well. Well, I mean, to be fair, Gero wasn't evil per se. His original goal was not to take over the world. His original goal was to better humanity. It just so happened the way he did it, he went mad, basically. He started off as a scientist with good intentions, but then went a bit doolally because of it.
honestly, you guys know us. We love Doctor Zero, and that this is coming down the way. But like we need to have a good premise for this and finish some of the series. Like we are in the middle of finishing several series. So
Yeah.
hey, that might be a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, we don't want to have our every series to be what if X turned good.
Yeah, we don't. Well, I mean, I think it's too late for us to say that we're not that kind of channel, but we want to kind of diversify a little bit.
Yeah.
At least a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, Nerd King, 120 quid.
Oh, wow.
Wow, thanks you so much, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Include some text. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That really is really appreciated.
Nice to see you again, man.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, and hope you and your mum are doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to see Nerd King around.
Yeah.
And Blazing Angels, you subscribed. Thank you very much for your subscription.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, Nerd King, thank you so much for that. That's really appreciated. We appreciate every single super chat, no matter how big it is. It's just we're glad that you stopped by and you've given us your time.
Yeah, and even if you contribute, by just speaking in chat, like we look through it and we look for like a tendency, like what's the general consensus of our little community is, and what do you guys want to see, and what from that stuff we want to do.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're new here, like Meme Dude Sean, again, welcome. You will understand that this place this is the place for foster creativity, and it's quite chill here. So don't worry about it. I'm not here to get super famous. I've done my time with Team 4-Star and all that stuff. I just want to make content with Hav. I just want to make cool stuff. Yeah, that's all I want to do. I just want to be able to do this for as long as I can. And ultimately Hav and I make an original project, like an original IP. And we do have a 5-year plan. We are thinking of something. We just want to make sure that we can either fund it or we have the right crew. So
we don't want to hype you guys up and then said, "Oh, sorry, you cannot do it."
Yeah, if you think about it, it's like in the anime where you start off with one character. I've recruited Hav. He's the first in the crew. So now we got to find the rest of the crew, but we had to find the posse to then beat the first act boss, which is a crowdfunding campaign.
Yeah.
So there you go. Right. Okay. So next one is Sabako Nogara. How about what if Bulma never existed? That's a big one. It's very similar to my one that I did. What if Bulma and Goku never met? So if you just took that into equation and you just followed Goku's perspective, you'd just be in the woods. It'd be a very boring saga because
Bulma doesn't exist, but Tides does, and you can have Tides, dragging Jacko on Dragon Ball Hunt, and you can have the characters who meet Goku be Tides and Jacko.
The question is though, who made the Dragon Radar?
Tides, like she's almost as talented as Bulma.
I mean, but would she come up to the same conclusion of following a legend and like wanting strawberries?
I don't know. Like not strawberries. Like her goal would be something better. Like
probably she want. I mean, it'd be cool to have Tights in there. For those of you who aren't not quite aware, Tights is Bulma's older sister.
Yeah, she appeared in Super actually for a cameo. So
yeah, exactly. Next one. Not a font. Yo, this is my second stream. Right on, good to see you back. Here's a potential what if. What if Saiyan Kind became a Super Saiyan bargain sale before King Cold tried to hire them? Oh, if they became Super Saiyan off their own back before?
They would make the demands towards the Cold Empire.
Yeah, basically. I wouldn't say they'd be stronger than King Cold, but they would certainly be right up there. So when they were making the bargaining, King Cold would have to be, he would take them seriously. He would take them seriously and say, we do not want to risk being on their bad side.
Yep.
They would be actual, almost equals in that empire. And I think King Cold would be okay with that.
Yeah, and maybe if he wouldn't, it would prompt him and Frieza to train.
Yes, exactly.
And it might end badly because, like, Frieza and Cold could achieve the levels of power of Golden Friezas and
Yeah.
Golden Cold area.
You know
So,
what? I'd almost want to make that a one-off.
yeah,
Like, make that not a font. That's actually not a bad idea.
yeah,
That's actually, if you made that into a one-off, like, if you just
Yeah.
had that as, like, a, what if Super Saiyan existed early or something.
it's one
like
of those more world building focused, what ifs that we sometimes do.
Exactly. Vandalia, what if Pan, Bullet, and Marin were the ones that came from the future to warn them about the androids? Oh, like a posse. You'd have to have
Yeah.
a bigger time machine.
Yeah.
Because that time machine, you're lucky to get 2 people in there. But if they did, then pretty much that none of those characters are known to direct relations to the cast. I mean, obviously, at that time, Nabula is Marin. Okay, forget I said that. They probably would be distant enough to not spark suspicion,
Yep.
and there would not really be that many attachments because they probably don't know that many of the people. But again, it's just it's a bit sort of eye candy. But if they actually were really tough and they were the fighters instead of just Trunks, that'd be kind of cool.
Wait. But Pan, Bula, and Maron.
Yeah.
Maron warning about her own mom.
Oh.
That's a little bit of a plot hole.
Oh yeah, Vandal. Oh, that's a good point.
They would have to be different androids. 13,
They would
14, and 15, or
Yeah. Or you could do it like in the Krillin What If, where it's just 16. Where It's just Android 16. And it's 16 who was programmed to eliminate Son Goku, did it, but didn't stop. That's I really love that idea. The fact that future 18, Lazuli, is the only one left, one of the only fighters left. And it's basically her quote-unquote sibling. And it was 16 that is just on a ruthless rampage. But yeah, it's a fun thought experiment, that's for sure.
And they won't stop coming, and they won't stop coming.
And I won't stop coming, and I won't stop coming, and I won't stop coming. That could easily be taken out of context if I had the genitalia. There you go. Okay.
You went a little bit Super Kamiguru there.
Well, to be fair, it helps when you have the filter! That's the thing. That's the differentiation. But you have to have the filter. Then you go, oh, that's 16 and not Guru. Okay. Next one is Podo. What if Jiro's expertise was robotics and cybernetics, but cloning and genetics was his wife's, and Cell was the collaborative? It's a collab. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a really good bit of lore building there, Podo. Nice one. Like, it was a team effort. And then she disappeared. And Cell's basically her last creation. Or the last thing that she had kind of an attachment to. That's really good, Podo. That's really good. Nice one. Very nicely done, mate. Good job. And then Podo is again, would Grassboss recognize Azir as Frieza?
The Azrith is the great reincarnation of the Frieza. It was foretold in the ancient tales.
From the Prophet of Perfection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prophet of Perfection.
I am going to try my damnedest to get Taka to reprise his role as Cell in this. I'm going to do my damnedest to get him.
Shh, spoilers.
It's quite clear he is going to turn up based on the what if.
I know, but we can be coy with people. Come on.
I mean, yeah, who's to say when he'll show up? He might just appear right in the final scene, go, oh, hi, by the way, I'm here, bye.
Bye.
Exactly, he just turn up in the final scene. Obligatory cameo.
oh, by the way, I'm in this series as well.
By the way, I didn't die in this version. There you go. Yeah, again, you have to find out, you have to watch the series to find out exactly when.
Yeah.
Okay. Saint Fisto, what if the 6 universes are raised by Zeno were triplets of the current 12? Oh, so like, so what, like triplets of the current 12? So basically just because there's like six groups of 3. So you don't have twin universes, you have triplet universes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be kind of cool. You just have like
You
they
will
had a
have-
brother.
Like sister to Champa and Beerus, who's like super evil. Like essentially, like the universe that would be next to 6 and 7, universe 13, for example,
Yeah.
would be like the evil version, of universe 6 and 7 with evil Namekian, super evil science.
Mm.
Even more, that could be, like. That could be like like from one of the mirror universes in DC where Frieza race is actually good and their Frieza is actually a hero fighting the evil Saiyan Empire with good Boo and good Cell, who's like an experiment of like a good Dr. Gero who's trying to save the galaxy. That's a fun idea. Damn it. That's a fun idea.
You see, here you go, Saint Fisto and folks.
I want to write it someday.
You really do. You really do get like a really good. You really do get like good ideas here, and you are a good source of it, folks. Good job.
Yeah.
Howard the Log. What if Upa was a Z fighter? Oh, if Upa grew up to be the buffest Native American you'd ever seen. Oh man, can you imagine Upa? He still has the pin eyes, but he's buff as hell.
Yeah, like we gonna utilize Upa in the team in one of the what ifs. We even know in which one, but we need to wait for the right moment to continue this one.
Yeah.
Upa and Bora and Upa.
Okay, Martez Cogburn. This is my first time at a What If Roundtable. Well, welcome, thank you. What if transformations weren't a thing? Like no Super Saiyan and they just focus on Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego? Ooh. That's cool. Can you imagine the significance if no super... I mean, granted, you'd have to, like, bring down the power gap. You'd have to bring down the power scale considerably to make it work. Because Super Saiyan, I mean, I would play the sound, but you get the idea. But if you brought down the power scales to make it work...
Yeah.
Ultra Instinct being the final thing, like, everything was built up to this legendary transformation that Goku and Vegeta have. But the thing was, though, it's not Saiyan exclusive. Anyone can get it. So, can you imagine? It's so cool.
Someone can get it before Goku.
Yes, very true. Ah, yes, my time to shine! Ultra Instinct Krillin! Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fifth guy BA. What if Roshi was a Z fighter? Well, he kind of is. Yes. He kind of is already. But we did do a lightning round what if about what if Roshi became younger and he trained a little bit. So if you check out our latest lightning round, you'll definitely get your answer there. Sabaku no Gara. And one more. What if Goku was a legendary Super Saiyan, aka went crazy when he got mad? I sort of did that in What If Goku Married Bulma. He got so mad when Bulma was hurt, he went Super Saiyan Grade 2. Which at that point, he'd have gone berserk. Like, he barely could hold his faculties in Grade 1. If he just jumped straight to Grade 2, I mean, that would have hurt. Oh, that's got to hurt. And all that stuff. But yeah. Podo. What if you wrote the characters from Super Dragon Ball Heroes like Hearts, Cumber, the Tuffle Twins, or that girl, and gave them new stories with nothing to do with...
Damn it,
Podo, that's good. Sorry, Hav.
Yeah. Sorry, it's good, and it's already happening, but you guys don't necessarily see it. We are utilizing some heroes, characters in certain stories.
Yeah, but honestly... I mean, Carmine and Orden, those Tuffle twins, it's kind of cool, I guess. Cumber, no, Cumber, just go away. Go away, Cumber.
I don't know. I'm convinced you can make something cool.
You could, but it's just like, just put Raditz in there, man. Just Raditz. That was such an easy A. Seriously. That would have been such an easy A for heroes. If you say Goku has to fight his evil demonic brother.
Why not both?
Why not
both? I know. Like,
I know.
First, let's get
Let's just get him in there at least before we then get there.
Let's get Raditz in there. Like if anything cool happens with Raditz in the next few years, we'll be happy.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get us wrong. Like, hey, Raditz having beetle friends is super cute, but like, come on.
That'll only get us so far.
Yeah.
All right, Flare Frets. What if Nappa and Vegeta arrived on Earth late? If they did, then Goku would have been there in time, and then pretty much no one would have died. No one would have died. They wouldn't have had to go to Namek.
Yeah.
And but Frieza would have found out about the Dragon Balls. Then he would have gotten immortality with no resistance, and yeah, I'd have to play the sound.
If Frieza wouldn't find about it, we would get, androids, which would be as strong as they were.
Yep.
And Cell would be only slightly weaker because he wouldn't have Frieza's DNA, but he would have Nappa, Vegeta, Goku, and Piccolo.
Yeah, exactly.
Still pretty strong.
Still pretty strong, yeah. Vandalia. What if Yama was annoyed with 11 universes worth of people all came at once during the Tournament of Power?
I'm not sure if they have the same underworld. If I were a guessing man, I think that every universe has its own
afterlife,
because then I don't really like. First, I don't really think that this would be like King Yama would be able to accommodate everyone.
No, he definitely would not be able to handle
in the
that.
simplest of matters.
No, exactly. Stargazer, what if Goku got the heart virus earlier, specifically when Raditz arrived on Earth? Oh, I'd have to play the sound. Like, if you killed him off right there and then, you can't bring him back with the Dragon Balls because he died of natural causes. So, yeah.
Piccolo wouldn't be enough, sadly.
No, exactly. So, if Raditz arrives to watch Goku succumb to a heart virus... Ooh. Raditz would then feel personally responsible because then
maybe
Goku...
Raditz would turn good early in the
Yeah, no, basically, he's about to try and convince Goku to come with him, but then Goku keels over from a heart attack, and then Raditz is like, "No! I only just found my brother, and he died of some cockamamie virus!"
You know what? That could be a different Raditz turn good.
That's a different... Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Stargate, we're making a note of that. We're making a note of that. That would be really cool. Again, folks, this is where we get some really good ideas from you all, and we do credit you. So you do get a mention and a shout out in the videos. Don't think we just take credit for this entirely. Yeah, good job, Stargazer.
Yeah.
Zaken, will the new movie lead into Android 21 arc in the manga? Oh.
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's something else.
I think it's game exclusive.
That's one thing. The other thing that I believe it's this part of Red Ribbon Army from the movie. I don't think they are Giro related.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, that's the thing. If they did make an Android 21 based saga, I wouldn't blame them for doing it, but I would roll my eyes and go like, really? You're really resorting to that? Okay. They'd have to make it very good, but I would understand why they did it.
Yeah, but I think that these people are specifically not aligned with Giro. They are like different leftover from the army.
Yeah, that's true. Paycord asks whether I would team up with Carthu's dojo to make a What If series. I actually have approached him once, but he tends to not like working with other creators on specific things. But he'd be down for it eventually. But we'd have to make something really work. But, you know, I'm always open to the idea if that should ever change. But I totally respect his decision. But, yeah, it's cool. It's all good. And his content's really good too. I think eventually we will end up working with each other. But the first step would be bring him on the round table eventually, and let's just see what he can do. See how he interacts with us folk. Yeah. And Smash Ultra says, I realized that you once worked with Claptrap. Oh yeah, in movie 6, in the Return of Cooler's Revenge: The Reckoning. Oh yeah, and that was a good time. I didn't actually get to talk to the guy. I think we met him once at YomaCon. We got talking, but yeah, other than that. Kirby163. What if some Universe 7 characters learned Universe 2's power of love? Well, to be honest, it seems like it's like almost like a power buff. Like it's a way to kind of like boost your morale or
Ox
something
King.
like that. Yeah, Ox King. Yeah. Edgar Castro. What if Cronoa held their own version of the Tournament of Power, only it was between timelines? Basically a way to cross over your what ifs. I mean, honestly, that would be a really good idea. To like make a multiversal or multi-dimensional timeline-based story.
I mean, it's kind of what the multiverse is doing, and like after our recent talks, do we really want to make a tournament?
Yeah, I mean, the rumors for the next saga are going to be a second Tournament of Power. I'm like, no, don't.
These aren't rumors. These are just speculations.
It's speculation and stuff like that, but it's still like, no, don't.
I mean, the only way I could see another tournament working would be no Battle Royale BS, just a ladder one, old style Tenkaichi.
Yeah, if he did that, maybe that could work. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Because like we had a plenty of tournament arcs in original DB, and they were pretty good.
Yeah.
So in that vein, but like again, we want to do something with like it's not that we don't have ideas on how those characters could cross over. It's that like we don't want to make it just a regular framed series,
Yeah, that's true. Oh, by the way, folks, we've got 5 minutes left until the cutoff. So you've got 5 minutes left to put your super chats in, and then we're going to close things off because we have had loads. So, yeah, you've got 5 minutes to send in your super chats. After that, we would ask you to not anymore. Okay, next one is Team Spirit Fan 3924. What if Kami's spaceship was brought up during the King Piccolo saga? Well, they would know that I mean, if Bulma found out that there was access to a space-traveling ship on Earth, she would definitely try and find it.
Yep.
And to be fair, Popo knows where it is. So they'd be able to access it, and they'd be able to make interstellar travel much sooner. So
yeah, the question is, like, to me, the only reason they would do it is because Bulma would like to explore space.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And she would be gone for some time in space.
Oh
and
yeah,
have space adventures, maybe with Yamcha.
Yeah, it's self-serving really, but it would do their relationship the world of good.
Yeah.
Smash Ultra. If all DVZ villains Vegeta, Cell, and Buu do instant transmission, why not Frieza learn it as well? Oh yeah, they can sort of do that, and Frieza's the only one. I think it's just not in his repertoire to learn it. I mean, he learns it in Revelation F, that's for sure.
Yeah,
but
Captain F can do that. So.
Yeah, Captain F can. Nora Babcock. What if Raditz could see the future like Bardock? Oh, well then Raditz would be the ultimate survivor, because his shrewd and survival instincts, if he actually knew the outcome, he'd basically have a spidey sense.
Yeah.
It's like, my Raditz sense is tingling, and stuff like that.
He would become Beetleman.
Is it true that in the Marvel Spider-Man movies, they don't have the trademark to spidey sense, so they have to call it other things?
I think that's a rumor. I think that's more like an in joke.
Oh, okay.
Why they do that?
It would have just been hilarious if that were true.
It would be hilarious. Like I think I heard somewhere that that the whole Peter Jingle and stuff. It's just the joke of not repeating something that was established. But I don't know.
Okay. It was for yucks. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. Thiffy Guy BA. More of a question rather than a what if. Wouldn't Future Trunks be a young boy rather than during the Android saga? I'd watch that what if. What if Trunks was a boy during the Android saga? Also, if Trunks was like 8 years old at that time. But I mean, you then have to like have Vegeta and Bulma meeting much sooner. Like, while they were on Earth, like while Vegeta was on Earth the first time.
Wouldn't Bulma would still be teenager at this time?
No, I mean
Yeah.
no. The Saiyan Saga. Saiyan Saga, she's 20.
Yeah, in Saiyan Saga she is 20, but then like, let me check the timeline.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
Gaming Wolf. What if Broly landed on Namek instead of Vampa? The DBS Broly, probably he would have had a really calm mind.
Nail could, Nail could like help him and deal with Paragus.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, definitely. They would definitely have that. That would be a much easier time of it. Boonies for you. What if Mecha Freezer and Cooler swapped the movie and the anime? Ooh, you'll like a discussion that we've got coming up in a couple of weeks. Boonies, stay tuned. We are doing an anime movie swap thing, so that will definitely answer your question there. And Sophia Marks, you've become a super member. Thank you very much for joining, and thanks for becoming a member. Thank you. Very much obliged. Shadow Wolf 767. Oh, okay. By the way, folks, I've looked at the time, and now super chats are officially closed. Thank you very much for your contributions, folks. We shall now get through what we've got left to go through. But yeah, thank you all so much for your contributions. Ooh, Roast the Ghost, that was very close. Okay. Shadow Wolf 767. What if DBZ never went down the space route, but continued down more of a mystical route? Where would you take it? Make the Earthlings less useless? Yes. Very much so. Spiritual? Have, like, the final boss some kind of eldritch monstrosity? Like, opening the gates of hell? Like, you could keep King Piccolo like he was just one demon from hell. And then you just bring in the ultimate demon from hell. Like, you had Dabura. Dabura would be the final boss. You face off against the king of the demons. And you just find out, oh, that Piccolo was just a demon king. I am the demon king. That'd be kind of cool. Dabura the final boss. And then kind of some kind of Reaper-esque minions or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Panda What 301. What joke? What if Cell was weak to insecticides? I'd have to play the sound on his behalf. Yeah, just kill. Just spray some raid at him. Kills all bugmen dead. All that stuff. Saint Fisto. What if Grey Boo wasn't the first copy of Boo? That would be a bit of a disappointing because the rest of the Boos aren't as intimidating in a way. Evil Boo was the scariest Boo of all, wasn't he, Av?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, like the one of the more interesting forms. I also checked it. Sorry, to return to the previous one. Basically, Vegeta, the Saiyan Saga would have to happen after Goku and Titi are married, just after this.
Yeah, so no 5-year time skip.
Yeah. I mean, it is doable. It is doable.
It's possible, but you'd have to have... You wouldn't have a break, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vandalia. What if Goku and Frieza had to fuse to fight someone? Well, they are sort of equal in power at points. Oh, man. Goriza. You'd have Goriza or Furiku. Furiku! Freak!
Furiku.
You call him Furiku. Furiku.
Yeah.
Or like Furikuri.
To
Nice.
them, you are just a freak, like us.
I mean, that's really good. I mean, honestly, that's really cool.
And the equal power thing wouldn't be like it's not a caveat anymore. It's just for for the beginning.
Oh man, can you imagine if we made that an April Fool? What if? Oh, I think we've got the candidate for next year. I think we've locked in this year's candidate, but next year I think this might be a strong challenger.
It was just too good, or or we can do something that I told you sometime before.
Yeah, well, I mean
we'll see.
We can either make that it's either an April Fool what if or a Christmas miracle what if.
Yeah.
Doesn't always have to be what if some random forgotten woman from Dragon Ball becomes a Z fighter. Doesn't always have to be that.
Yeah. And also another thing that's important. I'm all for it because, again, to me, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Fusions is the only Dragon Ball medium who does something remotely interesting with fusions and
Agreed.
not just fuse
Agreed.
Saiyans.
Definitely so. Panda, what if Beerus and Champa were weak to catnip and water?
I think they might be.
I think they actually might be. Eventually, I'll come up to it. Oh, fun fact actually. I found out if you give catnip to dogs, it works the opposite. It's a sedative.
Huh.
Like if you look, do some research. Like do your due diligence, obviously. But on paper, catnip if you give it to dogs like a catnip toy, it acts to calm them down. So
might be good for my doggo.
No, it's worth a try.
During the storm season.
Yeah, worth a try. I just looked it up because I was looking, can you, because Smokey has like a catnip banana, and I was thinking, oh, is it okay for Uffa to have it? And now I looked it up, so actually it acts work as a calming thing. But yeah. I'll take care, Shardenhand. Good to see you around. Bossmaker. Hard to try to get this one, but what if Shallot was canon? Oh, Shallot from the Legends. Oh, I've not really read much into their backstory.
So it's a fine character, and being voiced by Kagi gets additional points, obviously.
Yes,
I mean,
of course.
you can easily add Charlotte Saga. I don't, but like I have that. It's just a gut feeling that we'd sooner see Charlotte in official story than Android 21. But that's maybe just
me. I mean, basically, I think the Western audience are might be more receptive to it.
I mean, again, like you can do 21 in many cool ways. I just feel that Charlotte feels story-wise maybe fitting more for what they are going.
Yeah, and a bit more cool, interesting things to do with Saiyan lore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that the fans would definitely want more things to do with Saiyan lore. Am I right?
Again, like you cannot kind of adapt his story and you use the ancient lore. Like we have certain oversaturation of Saiyans, but we aren't really led that much into other time periods from their history. Which is a huge shame because like if you want to give us more Saiyans, just show us time periods and stuff that we don't know of really.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Vandalia, any ideas for early Super Saiyan Gohan, or are you still stuck? Actually, this time around, I've been way too busy to way too busy to actually look into it. I've done like a job interview for Formula 1 and stuff like that for some editing work. I've been like ramping up like all our ideal 6-week buffer in terms of video content. So honestly, that's not really come up on my radar, but it might do soon. I might have to actually sit myself down and go like, yeah, I need to do that. But
to wipe away your tears, 2 new episodes of Legendary Super Saiyan Gohan are coming up.
Oh,
in the next 2 months. Like we had that script since last year and we forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly. Smash Ultra. What if the Galactic Patrol is another universe version of the Galactic Rangers from Ratchet and Clank? If that's so, Jocko is the other universe version of Captain Quark. I mean, I'm not really familiar with Ratchet and Clank, to be honest, but if it's just like a variation that they're all basically the same force but just slightly different badges. That'd be really fun. Like in every single reality, the Galactic Patrol are exactly the same, but you just change the name slightly to a synonym of a patrol. That'd be so funny. Joseph Tutor, how would you all feel about a second Cell Saga with all the GOD's DNA in him? That would be bonkers. I don't think that would work for an actual main timeline story. But if this were in Heroes, sure. Put it in Heroes. Yeah, you just have Ultimate Cell with all the DNA of the GODs in him.
Because at this point, like, the GP would have to intervene, or some of the Angel, like, he could, like...
A worthy thing for Kakume.
Allowed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ice259. Have you ever guys considered reviewing some of the multiverse or fan-made comics? They're good. Even some characters like Caulifla have a better story. Well, I did review Kakame, but the thing was, though, in terms of actual the view counts and stuff like that, it wasn't really pulling in the punters. It wasn't really engaging with you lot, so I didn't want to really waste your time. I might come back to it, but in terms of reviewing it right when it comes out, I wasn't so sure about it. But I'll come back to it maybe when there's like chapter 6. So like do a chapters 4, 5 and 6 review. So like do multiple chapters in one go. So I might do that. Like come back to it every once in a while or something.
And that's, guys, one of the things that it's always, to look for pros and cons of doing it in terms of viewership, interest, and stuff. Like there are many cool ideas, but like the worst thing you can experience as a creator is like if you work your butt off on something and nobody watches it.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly true. RecPCQ, a one-off video where you discuss what fusions of characters from your what ifs, like Saiyan Krillin and Good Raditz, goofy fusions like that. That'd be kind of cool once we finish a couple of more what ifs, when we actually have all the lore and all the logics down pat. So I wouldn't want to make that during the middle of a what if, but if I had a few more what ifs that were complete, maybe. The Stargazer. Oh, okay. This is kind of like, this is a bit of dialogue. Niera, what do you want, monkey? Please, miss, calm down. This is a Saiyan talking. I wish to help you in your fight against Frieza. Unlikely. Frieza's very strong. And why should I trust a Saiyan? Because I'm not like other Saiyans. The Saiyan removes his hood, revealing his face. My name is Tarble, Prince of the Saiyans. Why do you wish to help me? Because Frieza destroyed my home as well. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, Stargazer. Ooh, that is very spicy. Isn't that, Hav? Hav? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello,
did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. I'm split. I like it.
I don't think it would work with our story, but if you were making your own story about that, I'd want to see that. I'd be like, if you want to write your own episode and present the script to us, I mean, we wouldn't make it and take the glory from you and all, but I'd like to see what... Develop that. Develop that, definitely, because that sounds interesting. I'd like to see what you come up with our lore. Yeah. The Assorted Hobbies. What if Goku asked Korin to measure Gohan's power against Cell, thus letting him know about his plan for defeating Cell? I mean, that would have been a very interesting thing to actually, tell people about his plan instead of just keeping it to himself. Yeah. And that means probably at least he'd know that Gohan would be able to do it. And, not use the Sensu Bean and stuff like that. So,
that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be definitely nice. A good idea, though. Zeto V. What if there was a Bio Gohan instead of Bio Broly? Oh, Bio Gohan. Basically, Gohan's DNA was stolen by the same guy from the Second Coming movie. He didn't take Broly's DNA, he took Gohan's DNA from his blood. So Goten has to fight a goo version of his brother.
Gohan!
Gohan, yes! Yes!
Gohan!
It's not Bio Gohan, it's Gohan. We have Guigi, we now have Gohan. Oh, that's brilliant.
Gohan. And I hate conferences.
Oh, Zeto. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. That's good, man.
We need a fan art of Gohan.
Oh, yes, exactly. All right, Sean L. Vega. Hey, Hav. Masako told me you were the mastermind behind the awesome Grassboss sound design. What was your inspiration? Keep doing your thing. Hav?
There are many inspirations. Like, I don't want it to have them the normal voices. That's why there are somehow like you have problems with understanding them. I know the word. My tongue that doesn't want to roll incomprehensible very easily. But like like I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Recently I became a Star Trek fan, and I like the idea of not all alien races speaking in beautiful, clear English voices. So I played a little bit with the filters. I played a little bit with the effects, and I thought that hey, an insect race shouldn't sound exactly like that. So that's why there is a lot of clicks and weird sounds.
Well, cool. Hope that answers your question there, pal. Okay, Jewel Bunny. What if Gine was reincarnated as Goku's daughter? Oh man, yeah, like Gine becomes her own son's daughter. That's a bit trippy.
I'm sorry, that's a new one.
Okay. If that happened, it would be interesting in terms of like kind of almost having the twists and stuff like that. So
I mean, they wouldn't. He wouldn't know.
Yeah, he'd have no idea. We'd have to see it from the perspective. It would become Gine's story basically. And Podo, the click sounds. Oh, we do that ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the beast things I learnt from Taka with monster voices. So I'll get some distance from the mic. But basically it's just like and stuff like that, and then you just add the filter, and then you go. Yeah, kind of like that kind of stuff. So no, that we do that ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Kirby163. What if Kami had children like King Piccolo? That'd be kind of interesting, and it's also almost like, wait, why didn't he do that? If he was bored about being Guardian of the Earth, don't give it to Goku. Just birth a child of your own. Like
maybe, but the thing is that from what I've read, the way King Piccolo do this, like he essentially. It's not sure that he had the ability fully. It's just he hacked Namekian biology and created those horrible mutations, more or less. Like it wasn't that easy from what I can tell when I was researching for the video. But one of the theories is just
okay.
While the Namekians multiply like this. King Piccolo was adding something more essentially to the equation.
That's true. Kirby163 again on behalf of Manbear Zach. A Z into GT explanation. What if the Omni King thought mortals were getting too strong and cut them off from God Key, so Super Saiyan 4 would make sense? I mean, honestly, that is a cool idea. It's a good way of nerfing the characters. So that means you wouldn't get like too strong.
I think it would be rather, GP's thing later than Omni King's, but other than that, I agree.
Yeah, because he's more involved and invested in the crew, almost. That's true. Chris Logue, thank you very much for your super chat. And T-Tev, or Alphadillo, I didn't realise you were live. This is why I keep missing streams. Oh, don't worry about it, mate. It's a bit odd that YouTube should probably be notifying you all about this, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
But hey, we are getting NFT on YouTube, so hey, important things.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, absolutely. NFTs. I'd rather give you a fungible token, which is a merch. Thank you very much. I'd rather do that. But Alphadillo's one was, what if Chaozu was always training his psychic powers to stay relevant? He'd be an excellent person to bring in. If you had, like, telekinesis or, like, telepathy or using psychic powers to undo your villains, like, Nappa, in theory, should have been really susceptible to it. But obviously, no, because they obviously couldn't think of anything to do with Chaozu. But logically, Nappa would have been very susceptible. But yeah, oh well, what are you going to do? But if he was training, definitely a very useful character. Benjamin Hall, what if Raditz tries a peaceful method to convince Goku? Basically, he'd almost want to just stick around and try and get to know him, try and figure him out. But just try and explain the situation about, basically a bit of a sob story almost.
Okay, brother, but what if I give you 2 pizzas?
It is tempting.
With a stuffed crust.
Goku! Stuffed crust, Krillin! You can eat it in reverse. I'm not sure why we're having this conversation. Me either. Thanks for waiting, by the way. Oh, yeah. Chris Logue. What if Trunks' time machine went to Namek? Oh, wow. That wouldn't be a really good time machine. Oh, yeah. Doesn't go to the right time period. and it goes to the right time period, doesn't go to the same coordinates that you set it for. Great. Very good job, mate.
Or it goes to Namek, but in Universe 6.
Oh, goes to the universe.
And he wouldn't know. He would wish for something, and yeah, he does the wish, but but does the wish in Universe 6.
Yeah, so it doesn't like translate to anything in Universe 7 or whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, oof. Big oofs there. Rose the Ghost Streams, thank you very much for your super chat. Benjamin Hall again. What if Tarbell is sent in place of Raditz to get Goku? I think Tarbell would be a bit more civil if they wanted to kind of use him in a different guise. And I think he'd be a little bit more reasonable when it came to Goku resisting. So I think it would be a little bit more receptive and a little bit more kind of downbeat, almost. Fifth Guy BA. What if the Namekian Dragon Balls were scattered on other planets? We get the space adventure before GT and explore Frieza's influence. That's a good idea. If the Namekian Dragon Balls were on other worlds and you actually got to find out more about Frieza before meeting Frieza, that'd be a really good way of building up the character. That's really
the
good.
whole
like
idea of the galactic travel wasn't bad. It's in my opinion is that they really gave up too quickly on it.
They gave up, according to the Daizenshu and Kanzenshu interviews, they got to like basically episode 3 and realized, no, this ain't working. They gave up after episode 3,
which in my opinion was like too early for the series to get its footing.
Yeah, exactly. So, basically, that's just unfortunate that they gave up that quickly. Pandawok, what if there is a frontier region in Universe 7? Galactic Patrol sheriffs and space cowboys for Revelation F as a space western. Honestly, I'd like to do that eventually. We got to have a western area. And honestly, there is a bit where you do explore a certain area of space in Season 3.
And we can easily do it.
We could throw that in there, certainly.
Yeah,
we don't want to spoil things too much, but, we can make that work in Season 3.
Yeah, you'll see.
All right, Rose the Ghost again. What if Cooler was good? Well, we actually tend to believe that Cooler is kind of good, in that
I mean, Cooler is the easiest one of the 3 to redeem.
Yeah, because he sort of acts almost like lawful good in a way. Because
lawful neutral. Let's not get too
lawful neutral, lawful evil, or lawful neutral. Goes by the rules. But yeah, but if you watch off What If Frieza turned good, you can sort of get that. What if Cooler turns good? Basically, put him through some psychological trauma. That'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but we are also like planning to do a Cooler centric What If, because we really like him and we realized that we haven't really done anything with Cooler.
No, we will.
It would be cooler if we did something with Cooler.
Ah, very nice. Nicholas Schneider. Not sure if it's been said, but what if we swapped the Cell and Boo sagas and made the Cell for the final villain of Z?
We had that.
We have had
in
that,
the
and
one.
honestly, Cell being the final bad guy, the culmination of everything that had been before, is a really cool idea. Like with Dragon Ball Kai, with Cell as the final villain, that actually was really momentous. And if you stopped it right there and then, that would have been really cool.
Yep.
But final chapters happened, and then honestly, final chapters should not have happened because they really did not put much effort into that. But yeah. But honestly, you just keep the power scaling the same as they were, but you just change the plots. Cell being the final boss, excellent story, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, that brings to a conclusion another What If Roundtable. Thank you very much, Hab, for joining me.
No worries, always a pleasure.
And thank you very much out there for tuning in. If you'd like to keep up with the archive of this live stream, check out the Up on the Lookout podcast on your favorite podcasting platform of choice, and you'll find it there. I'll make sure to have it out either tomorrow or Sunday, so you can check it there. Anyway, I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. We will have tomorrow's What If will be What If Goku Defeated Roshi Part 12. So you can check that out. Look forward to that, and I will have a full story edition of What If Broly was in the Android Saga. So we'll have that. We hope that you had all a very good first live stream if you were here. Thank you very much for joining us, and we hope to see you all again very soon. So take care of yourselves, stay safe, and we'll see you again. Bye!
Bye-bye!